Okay, so first thing we're going to do today, Hannes, is I'm going to take you through your exercise pre-screening, just so that for our own safety and your safety, we know that you're okay to be in the gym. The questions aren't overly personal, just more about generalised health than anything. It's just, again, like I said, we have to do it by law, and you have to participate in it before you come into the gym. What it is it's just a series of questions that I'll go through. Once we've done that, I'll take your height and your weight, and I'll also just do a quick blood pressure check just to make sure that's all in range.
Yeah, good.
So it's HANNES.
Yeah.
And your date of birth?
The 11th of the 8th, 1999.
Today's date is the 14th of the 12th, 2017. Beautiful. So you're 18?
That's correct.
In your immediate family, mum, dad, sister, brother, has anyone suffered any sort of heart condition?
No.
No strokes?
No.
No heart attacks?
No.
Beautiful. I also will just point out to you, this is a risk factor system. So what happens is if you get a point, that's one risk factor that I have to take into account before letting you enter the gym, if that makes sense. Beautiful. Do you smoke?
No.
No, beautiful. At the moment, how much physical exercise would you be doing a week?
A lot.
A lot? So if I were to say, how many times a week would you train?
Where?
It can be in the gym, it can be playing sport, it can be sort of your work sort of regime.
6 times a week.
6 times a week? Beautiful. And how long do your sessions normally go for, or does it sort of vary?
Some go for 3 hours, some go for an hour and a half.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go 2. Pretty much with this, what happens is you get rated on your activity levels per week. Every trainer, including myself in this gym, will score a +1 on that because we do too much physical exercise according to this sheet. So because you do over 150 minutes of physical exercise a week, you then get a +1 for that, just because it puts you at a higher risk of self-inducing injuries, heart attacks, stuff like that. Don't worry about that. We would all have one. It's not a problem. And a lot of the time people get one because they're not doing enough physical exercise, but that's because they've just joined the gym to increase their physical exercise. So it's a bit of a sketchy one. I'll take your height and weight in a minute. Have you ever been told that you've had high blood pressure?
No.
No? High cholesterol?
No.
No? High blood sugar?
No.
Beautiful. So you've just, on your first page, you've just got your +1, which I knew you were going to get considering you play football and stuff like that. So that's nothing to worry about. Over the last 12 months, have you been admitted into hospital for any reason?
No.
No, so you haven't stayed there overnight?
No.
No? Beautiful. Are you currently taking any medication? This doesn't include any vitamins or anything like that. No, beautiful. You haven't given birth in the last 12 months?
No.
Me too. Now, it was mentioned in your report that you've got a problem with your shoulder. What's
Oh, it's better now.
better now?
Yeah. I've been doing like strengthening stuff for it.
Okay, so if we were to do any particular activities, exercises that would inflame it or anything like that, is there anything that we can avoid, or you sort of know it when you do it sort of situation?
But I'll just know when I do it.
Okay, alright. So
it should be fine.
for this, I am going to put yes, just because it was already previously mentioned that you did have a shoulder issue. And if they're going to mention it in the system, then I need to put it down on here.
Yeah.
But what I'll do, because I'm your trainer, I'll sort of work with it, and if we've got any problems, like today when we go through our program, we can sort of manipulate from there and see how it goes. So I'm just going to... Beautiful. Okay, while you're sitting down, I'm going to take your blood pressure. Have you ever had your blood pressure taken before?
Yes.
Beautiful. So you'll know that it's just a little bit of a squeezing sensation. Shouldn't be painful. If it's painful, just we'll stop and start again. At the end, you might have a little bit of redness, but it shouldn't be a big issue. Yeah. Just get you to slide through there for me. Beautiful. Thank you. Alrighty. Now Now what I'm going to get you to do, just raise your hand for me. Beautiful, and I'm just going to sneak that underneath. Beautiful. Sorry if that's a bit tight. Alright, so that's just going to do its thing. So what we're aiming for with the blood pressure is we want it to be sort of within your normal ranges. Now it is later in the afternoon or night, so it's going to be a little bit increased. Also, you've had training today, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another thing that will increase it as well. So it might be a little bit higher than what you used to, but it shouldn't be sort of out of proportion in comparison. So I'll just wait for that one. Alrighty. It is low. Beautiful. Okay. 60. Alrighty, I'm just going to check and make sure. Okay. So that's pretty low.
Yeah. Well, Dad's always had a problem with
Yeah.
blood pressure, so has my brother. So I think that maybe runs in the family.
Yeah. So what I would normally recommend in this situation, I mean, it's giving you the all clear on the machine. Sorry to get that off you. It's giving you the all clear on the machine, but normally what I would do is, considering your dad and your brother have both suffered with low blood pressure, I would just recommend getting it checked out by your GP. It doesn't hurt to get it checked out. Just make sure everything's balanced. For today, I would rather see that it's a little bit lower than a little bit higher. So that's not going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, maybe just look at getting it checked out by a GP, just because you never know with blood pressure. I mean, my sister was a swimmer for years and she had extremely low blood pressure. And it never made a difference to her until she stopped swimming, and that's when things sort of fell apart a little bit. So it's always good just to be safe instead of sorry and get it checked out. Alrighty, beautiful. So far you've only got your just your +1, which was for your too much physical exercise. What I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to take your height and weight now. If you do want to achieve this information back at any given time, just sort of want to know where you started and stuff like that, we can always return that information to you. I'll just get you to whack your shoes off for me. I hope you don't have sticky feet.
I don't know.
They're not good.
No, they would run you.
Alright, so I'll just get you to stand directly under the little drawy out measuring thing. Beautiful, so you're at 185. Alrighty, and I'll just get you to jump on this one here for me. Now just be careful, it does roll forward a little bit. Jump away.
Yeah.
Right, there we go. Again, because it's in the evening, you'll probably be a little bit heavier than what you're normally at. So if you look down and think, oh my god, I'm so much heavier, don't stress yourself about it. It's just because it's in the evening, your body's got food sitting in it and stuff like that. Beautiful, alright. That is your pre-screening done. What we're going to do from here is we're going to move into a fitness test. It's not just your whole fitness career isn't riding on this one test. We just do it so we can gauge where you're at, and then in 6 to 8 weeks we'll get you to take it again, just so we can sort of see what we need to work on, what we don't need to work on. We're developing stuff like that. It's just a bar that we can sort of say, okay, this is the line in the sand. The sort of only way we can go is up, and then see where you're going from there.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Beautiful. Good to go.